Hello everybody and welcome to this Vintage Fans and More Trending Spotlight sponsored by Quorum. These days it's pretty typical for the newest ceiling fan products to slowly flow into stock throughout the year, so while we wait for some of those products to start moving, I've partnered with Quorum to talk about a couple of recent introductions that are still seeing an upward trend. This is a different kind of video that I'm excited to pilot with Quorum because their product line is superb quality across the board. And today we have both a lower priced and upper tier product to look at. Let's go ahead and dive right in with the first fan. This model is called the Expo, part of the Main Street by Quorum collection. These lighting and fan options offer Quorum's tremendous build quality, finish selection, and glassware at a value price point, which we'll discuss in reference to this fan in a moment. Main Street is also a fantastic fan range because everything you need to complete a basic installation is included in the box, right down to LED bulbs suited to each design's glassware. While the particular aged brass motor finish that I'm showing today is in fact a new expansion for this year, the series has been out for a while and doing well, as evidenced by such expansions. Existing finish options include matte black, studio white, and satin nickel, each with corresponding blades, some of which also reverse to a complementary wood tone. It's available in my shown 52-inch size as well as 60-inch, and new for this year, both sizes and all finish combinations are available in a 4-blade configuration, which adds a further layer of versatility to the design. You may recall my in-depth presentation with Quorum's Breeze series, another Main Street selection, a number of years ago. The Breeze was really marketed as being an upgrade to the standard builder fan for only a bit more initial investment. I like to think of the Expo as the more contemporary styled equivalent of that product. Pricing is pretty budget conscious, comparable to the Breeze if the integrated light kit is factored into the total cost. It sticks to more of the basics like pull chain control and utilizes motors on the smaller end of the spectrum for the size range. Performance likewise is pretty average, but you get an upgraded level of design, an overall great build and finish quality without breaking the budget. This fan is not priced to be the ultimate performer or to come with all the bells and whistles. It's just a nice upgrade from the traditional design of a basic builder fan and does its job well. Accessory remote control kits or wall controls can easily be added without too much additional cost. There's just a lot of great potential to make this fan really work while keeping those costs in check. Quorum's lower to mid-tier products have really left an impression on me over the years I've been working with the brand. Most showroom channel manufacturers have not offered much innovation on this end of their product lines. It's really just there to serve a utilitarian function. But Quorum, on the other hand, is always working to bring something fresh to the category. Since the introduction of models like the Breeze, I've watched several other product lines working to elevate the appearance of their budget products. I truly think Quorum's lead has been a main catalyst in this shift, and it's so nice to see such a greater range of design available at accessible price points from the showroom channel. Expo takes this evolution one step further and really brings a design that would normally be priced higher down into the mix. On a similar front, it's not uncommon to see the quality of components and finishes fall off a bit on manufacturers' lower priced items. By contrast, I've found an immense level of consistency and value of quality with Quorum. Across the board, products come out of the box looking flawless and feel sturdy in the hand. Even the lower end smaller motors operate very quietly, which is nice to see with products like this that often end up being a good budget solution for bedrooms. Saving a few bucks doesn't amount to much if you end up with a fan that's so noisy it's unusable. I've never been let down by any of Quorum's price points. My one and only complaint with Quorum's execution is the lack of a downrod coupler cover, which I believe is missing from the majority of the Main Street collection. Not including this part is a pretty simple reduction in the cost of production, so I get it, but I think that including this part would be a relatively low-cost upgrade to the overall appearance. This is merely a matter of opinion on aesthetics, and it's a great-looking fan as it is, but such an addition would really clean up the design and elevate it that much further. Despite this detail, the Expo is one of many great options to upgrade style without a major upgrade in price. Now let's move up the scale and check out a real signature Quorum design that's been gaining traction. This is the Axis, introduced a couple of cycles ago, and a design that did really catch my eye. I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to present it while it's still catching a new wave of interest. I love that they went with 4 blades on this fan. It's an edgier design, but 4 blades tends to be a more traditional selection, which helps flex the overall look into a more transitional range. It's one of those fans that's ultra relevant to current design, but also one that I think will age well around evolving styles. This fan will never not be a statement piece. It's available in an aged brass motor with matte black blade, matte black motor with Quorum's signature weathered gray wood blade, or the satin nickel with silver blade that I'm showing today. Each finish combination kind of brings out a different side of the design, but I like the slightly industrial monochromatic vibe that the silver palette sets. Some of the finer details fade to the background, which puts the sleekness of the motor and blades at the forefront. This fan features a truly one-of-a-kind set of blade mounting hardware, which adds to the sculptural form. Unlike most designs which mount the blades internally or hide the hardware above the light kit, Axis makes it a design feature on the exterior of the housing. Axis utilizes some decent performance features like an energy-efficient DC motor and 16-degree blade pitch, but overall the listed airflow is on the lower end for the size category. This is the kind of fan that you buy for the merge of design and function, but it is an important factor to consider when choosing between products. If maximum airflow is priority number 1, it may not be the first option to consider. Quorum has such an immense range of performance and/or design-oriented products to strike the ideal balance. They've proven they can do it all, so I don't personally take issue with a model being designed forward, but consumers need to understand the differences in what they're buying to avoid any level of disappointment in the final purchase. To be fair in that regard, I've also held some reservations in recent years about how CFM readings translate to what the human body actually perceives. Taking that into consideration here and pulling it together with my personal opinion, the Axis delivers a solid breeze that I think would be functional for the typical indoor spaces it's suited for. The range of airflow I've experienced would do just fine for the usual living room or large bedroom, and the nature of its operation is very quiet, an added bonus for spaces where operating noise matters. As mentioned with the Expo, Quorum's build quality and finishes are super solid and very high quality across the line. With higher end designs like the Axis, you get to experience even better execution of more custom componentry. Their stamped steel parts are always flawless without defect, and whatever they're doing with tooling for casting exceeds the industry average. Always some of the cleanest, most precise cast parts I see in ceiling fan products. These blades are wood since the Axis is rated for indoor use only, and while blades painted to match metallics are not always my personal favorite execution, the construction is high quality plywood and the finish coordination is pretty good. The integrated LED light kit offers right on 1600 lumens with a CRI of 90, color temperature of 3000 Kelvin, and is fully dimmable. A wired wall control for the 6 fan speeds, reverse, and light functions is included. A handheld accessory remote can also be purchased separately, and both controls can also be used in conjunction with one another. Quorum's accessory range isn't the flashiest out there, but they keep it simple and uncluttered, which is an aspect I tend to appreciate more. While the airflow from Axis may not be a category leader, I'm once again impressed with the overall execution at Quorum's premium tier. They've really come into their own over the past decade when it comes to higher end design. Axis is a very unique, high quality, and energy efficient product that continues to push the brand's design sense forward. Today we've looked at 2 trending Quorum fan models and some of the key information behind them. With such a massive range of offerings within the fan line, I need to thank Quorum for being a truly top-tier sponsor this year. With their support, I'll be able to show a wider range of products in 2023 and expand the scope beyond just new product introductions. If you like this concept, layout, really anything about this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I'll take that feedback into consideration when looking at future projects. If you'd like to see more existing products, shorter videos, longer videos, more than one product within a video, leave those comments. I love working with new products and sharing the videos I get to make with them, so I'd also like to create more of what you'd like to watch. To streamline this video format, I didn't show much of these fans in action. As always, if you'd like to see the Expo and the Axis in their full range of operation, separate demonstration videos will be up for each fan within days of this video being posted. Be sure to follow Quorum all across social media, I'll list their links below. While you're down there, be sure you're following me. Definitely hop over to Instagram and TikTok. There's always more exclusive content from me at both. Subscribe and ring the notification bell here on YouTube before you leave to get updates for all of my new videos. I'll have more new products coming in soon. Thank you all for watching today, and I will see you next time. Click left to watch another Quorum product, or click right for my entire playlist featuring Quorum International and Oxygen lighting.